Are you to the point now where you know what to expect of the offense?
No, we're not anywhere close to that. We're hoping, we're hoping eventually around here that we can hit some deep passes when we get some guys open, and we can make more third downs. Our third down conversion has been near the bottom of the league, so we got a long way to go, a long way. Hopefully we can, on 4th and 1 against Florida Atlantic, we can make it, not run in there and fumble. Things like that. We would hope we could do better. So we've got a long way to go.
Coach, how tough is it to stop a guy like McCluster in the wild hog? And what's your thoughts about that type of formation teams are running that?
It keeps you loose. Miami Dolphins ran it last night a bunch, made a bunch of yards. It requires the defensive staff to have a plan for that formation, and we pretty much sort of know. Most teams run the same plays out of it. Of course, you don't know which one they're coming with. But last year, Ellis and the guys made some adjustments at halftime. He sort of made up a defense, or had one that hadn't used in a while, and put it in at halftime. Sort of a 3-man line scheme that accounted for that, and I think we stopped it once or twice, and they quit doing it. So that's what we got to do. We got to stop it a few times, and then they'll go back to normal offense with Snead, the quarterback there. But which one's the toughest? I don't know. They're both very good at what to do.
Steve, say where you are where you want to be offensively, but have you made increment steps in these first 3 games?
Well, again, a little bit, but I wouldn't say anything real big. No, not until we can, get better pass protection, better run blocking at times. Now, we had some good holes last week, but again, I think that's Florida Atlantic is not an SEC defense. So we've made a few yards, but we've not done anything too exciting yet, Glenn.
Do you tell Steven Garcia to slide at the end of his run?
No, I don't believe in slide. I think you can sprain an ankle and do things like that. We tell him to get low and dive forward. That way you get the most out of your run. When you slide, you lose 2 yards every time you slide. But if you can get down there and fall forward a little bit and avoid a big hit, that's what I've always tried to tell our quarterbacks to do that I've coached. And Stevens, he's a good runner with the ball, and we got him going forward now instead of sideways, which he did a little bit in the past. So if he stays forward and gets low, you usually avoid a big hit.
Steve, what would a win Thursday do as far as moving your program to that next level, a win over a top 5 team on national television?
Well, certainly 1 2 weeks ago would have been very good too. So, but we're not putting any kind of pressure on our guys. We're going to go out and play, try to have a lot of fun and play better. That's our goal for the year: is play better one game to the next. And so far we have not put a total game together: offense, defense, special teams. So we've got an opportunity here Thursday night, and go from there. It's a big conference game. It's just 1 out of 12 for us, and we'll try to play the best we can.
Steve, if some of the media critics might say that Ole Miss at number 4 might be a little bit overrated, are you able to get a true read on them based on their first 2 opponents?
At times, I think they've not been all that impressive, but again, sometimes we all play to the level of our opponent, maybe somewhat. I don't know. But it is interesting that what's the point spread on this game? The only reason I look at point spreads is because that's what the people who know think about each team. They think they're pretty close. And was it three or four, something like that. So they think we're pretty close with them. And we're not even ranked, and they're number 4 in the country. So I don't know what that says. I think that says that the people that do the odds think we're a pretty good team also, although we're not ranked because we didn't win the game that had a chance. But anyway, I think we are a good team, and I think they're a very good team, and it should be an exciting ball game. You agree with that, Rick?
Yes, sir.
Those gamblers, they know more than all the sports writers, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
If they didn't, they'd be busted, I think.
Coach, you mentioned last night's game, the Dolphins-Colts game. Did that game show that it's possible to win a football game even with very limited opportunities on offense, provided you take advantage of those opportunities?
Well, it's still who gets the most points. Yeah, it's still who gets the most points. And ball possession, time of possession is important, but it's not everything, as it's proven over and over again. Usually the team that runs the best wins, but not always. Usually the team has the ball the most wins, but not always. And that was just one of those last night that Indy they didn't have it much, but they scored about every time they had it, I guess, and was able to win the game. All right, Glenn, you gonna be here Thursday night? Okay, good. All right, Joe, what else we got?
Coach, this Indian big game, your team has been guilty of giving up momentum right after they take it. Some team comes right back and take it away. How do you guard against that?
Hey, guard against it? I don't know. Been trying to guard against it ever since I've been here. You remember that UCF game on Thursday night? We opened up 5 years ago. We scored on the first possession. I looked up, there's 13-20, I think, or 13-30 left on the clock. The other night I looked up there and it's the same thing. Louisiana Lafayette we opened up with, we had 14-0, 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Halftime it was tied. I don't know. We're yelling and screaming, coaching our hearts out, but something seems to hold us back, and we get in a dogfight with teams that you think we're going to clobber. But anyway, we'll keep pushing and keep going. Hopefully someday we can sort of put teams away early and let everybody play a lot late. But again, we're just not quite at that level right now. We're not a veteran seasoned team by any means. That's just the way it's happened. So our guys played pretty well overall. Most all of them did pretty well the other night. Proud of them.